Hey everybody, welcome back to JuJu's Journey. If you're new here, I'm JuJu. I'm a 58-year-old widow. I've been widowed now for 1 year and 7 months. And this channel is basically me starting over by myself and trying to find joy, peace, learning to live by myself, learning how to financially take care of myself, just learning how to, what am I going to do with the rest of my life type journey, and try to do it, I guess, well. Today's a big day. I got a part-time job, and today is my first day. I'm so excited. I'm not nervous. I'm excited. The person that I'm going to go work for is someone that I've known for a very, very long time. She is a very godly woman who's gone through some difficult times of her own, and she has overcome those, and she was able, through being very low to coming up, and she was in a situation where she didn't have any financial support from her soon-to-be ex-husband. Things out of her control. She had no choice but to get a divorce. And she had never worked. She had 4 children, one in college, all the way down to like probably 5th grade, maybe. 4th, 5th, young kid. And she did it. She started working for a friend who owned a dry cleaners. And then when that family retired, she bought the dry cleaners. And I'm going to start working with her at the dry cleaners today. And I feel very blessed. It's going to be a part-time job. I think I'm going to be working up front with customers, which I'm so excited. It's going to give me socialization, which I have not had much of for the past year and a half. I've become somewhat of a recluse. Yes, I do things with my children, but, I'm okay being in my little granny gown at my house for 5 days in a row without leaving. I'm fine. And this will force me to get up, get dressed. I've already taken a shower. I'm debating on whether I should let my hair kind of dry by itself. And of course, I'll clip it up out the way like I do. But I've got plenty of time. I'm going to work from 1 to 6 to let it dry and see what I want to do with it. But I just wanted to come here today and kind of express my feelings, because this is kind of like my journal on me climbing out of this hole I've been in. Grief is hard. When you lose your spouse, it's extremely hard. But, it's called life, and we all do it. I mean, everybody is going to grieve one day. And it's just my turn right now. My chapter in my life. But I'm excited. You get to set your own hours pretty much. 2-3 days a week. If I want to take days off, just let her know. Everything's understandable. She comes around and lets you see what your schedule's like for the next week, and then she works around it and then sends you your schedule for the following week. And it's just going to be lovely. I mean, I know the word lovely is so whatever, but I think it's going to be very good. And I feel like when I gave it to God, I was doing devotion. That's what got me through the first year of my husband's death, was pouring myself into the Bible. You have no idea. I'm talking 3-4 hours a day Bible study, and just going there. And I'm not good at that. I've worked in the church my whole life. I've taught Sunday school my whole life for children. But as as far as being an adult and studying the Bible as an adult, like, I missed all that because I was always busy with children, you know. But I did it on my own, and I did it with like some YouTube videos. We're 365 days in the Bible. That was really cool. And but I got away from devotion. I became very depressed. I stopped for about a month, and I couldn't figure out like what's wrong with me. And then I started back, and everything perked back up, right? And then I got out of the habit again by doing my morning devotion. And I still haven't gotten back into it like I should. You know, I need to get back to where I was. And, but I've been doing a little bit of devotion in the mornings, hit and miss. But the other day, I know, I think I said it on video, but the other day I also said, God, because, you know, I've been trying to revamp my eBay business, and I just can't, I haven't been motivated to go do it, you know. It's like I have everything here to work it. I have everything. I have all the lights that make clothes look better, which you don't even need that now with eBay. I have all the merchandise. I have everything I need. Like, I have something that's sold that I've got to get out today, but I haven't listed anything. And, you know, I keep setting these goals, like I'm going to list one thing a day, or I'm going to list 10 things this week. But I'm not following through with it because my heart is, I guess God was trying to tell me to do something else. I think God didn't want me closed up in the house, to be quite honest. I think that was his way of pushing me out the door. Not to say I can't do this and eBay, but at least push me out the door so then I'll get motivated to do more things, you know? Because I could have easily, like, even slipped further back into my house, and I don't need to do that. So I told God, I said, just, you know, I think I'm ready in your timing. Just open up a door, and I'm sure when that door's open, that'll be a sign that this is what I need to do. And I did. On Saturday, I got a text that if I was interested, I'd mentioned it to her a year ago on my grandson's birthday. If she was ever looking for help, I'd be glad to help. And she sent me a text and said, you know, we would love to have you. And I said, well, maybe if somebody's out sick, maybe I can come learn the system. And then if you just need extra help on occasion. I wasn't ready then. But she sent me a text and asked if I was interested. And I told her absolutely. And I went and met with her Monday. And we talked, and I told her, I said, you know, I asked God, you know, I think it's time, you know, just just open up a door and I'll go. And I said, and then you sent me that text in a couple of days, and we both cried. Like, cried, not like, ooh, but just like teary-eyed. And I was, and she said she felt like it was good, like she's been excited since I told her I would do it. And we just feel like it's a God thing. And we both are under the understanding that if it's something that's not a good fit for me, then we're still going to be friends because it's just, you know. But she said I was going to see so many people. And that's going to be a good thing. The only problem I have is, and maybe that's why it's important and I didn't do it, but we had a private service for my husband. I did not do visitation. I did not receive family and friends anywhere. It was a private graveside service where I wanted it to be me and my children and their or me and, my immediate family, grandchildren, children, and their spouses. And we pretty much did the service ourselves. And that's how I wanted it, because I didn't want people coming up to me saying, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. I just could not, I didn't think that I could do that. I didn't want to do that. And so I chose not to. But now when I go to the grocery store or run into someone that has not seen me in person since my husband died, they'll come up to me and they'll say something like, how are you doing? Oh, how are you doing? I'm so sorry to hear about Sid, or I haven't talked to you. And it's been a year and 7 months, so it's not as bad like people saying that to me now as it was. But every time somebody would say that to me, I would start crying. Not like boo-hooing, but tears would come to my eyes, and I would say, it's really hard, but we're okay. We're getting through it. And I just hope that that doesn't happen when I'm at work. I don't want somebody to come in and say, oh my gosh, Angela, I haven't seen you in so long, and let me give you a hug, and I'm so sorry to hear about Sid. I've been wanting to reach out, but I didn't know how to do it, or something like that. And then I'll just start crying. You get what I'm saying? But I'm sure it'll be okay. I just don't want to melt my mascara off my face. I don't have waterproof mascara. I do know one thing. It is extremely hot in a dry cleaner's. Not up front, but in the back, oh my goodness. And we live in South Carolina where it's 100 degrees and the humidity is outrageous. And I'm a sweater, especially the older I get. I'm sure that will change, but in the phase of life I'm in, me and heat do not do well together. But I'll take something to make sure I'm not dripping sweat. If I end up working in the back, I'll wear a little sweatband on my forehead and take it off, of course, if I go up front. And I do have a fan that can go around my neck. I just have to find the little charger cord to charge it up. So, I mean, I might be good. We'll have to wait and see. But life is good. And I just really wanted to update everybody and let them know just how thankful I am. And there's a new chapter starting in my life today, and I'm so grateful. And God does answer prayers. I asked last week, and He opened up the door, and I'm going to walk through it. It doesn't mean it's going to be the only door that's opened. This may be a door open for many things. It's just my job to trust God and to walk through it, right? And that's what I plan to do. And if you're going through something hard right now, it's okay to step back if you can. Like if you financially can step back, it's okay. I'm still on a tight budget, but I was able financially to really just stand back and not have to jump right back out into the world. But you have to be careful, because I think I went a little too long, if you know what I mean, from stepping back. Or maybe, honestly, God knows, maybe I didn't step back too long. God allowed me to do what I needed to do, and now He's allowing me to do something else I need to do. So, but just get back out there. Don't stand still. We're too young. Even if I were older, I could do this job, And it doesn't mean that it's my lifetime job, but if I love it, why not? Until I retire. My daughter, everybody in my family's excited for me. My youngest was upset whenever I said I was going to do it. But that's only because it's messing up her routine. She eats lunch on her lunch hour every day with me, you know. And today I'm working 1 to 6 for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And her little lunch hour starts at 1. So guess what? I'm not going to eat with her for 3 days. And guess what? She's going to survive. It's funny. And then she's like, are you going to work Saturdays? And I said, well, she asked me if I would be willing to work on Saturdays. And I told her, sure. And we laughed. I said, but, you know, maybe not every Saturday, you know. I said, I can definitely say which days my daughter's going to, what her husband's schedule is, so we can put it on the calendar that I want that Saturday off so we can continue our midnight rooster brunch, you know. It's all good. It's all good. But this is going to be a wonderful experience. I've already taken off the 2nd through the 10th, a whole week and 1 day, and then I've already taken off next Thursday, and I haven't even started yet. And today I've got to turn in my license and my Social Security card, and I don't know, I just went and got my Social Security card, and I know I don't think I punched it out. I need to look in my wallet. I don't think I took it off of that sheet when they sent it to me yet, because I needed to go get my real ID from the from the highway department. And I haven't done that. So I put it in a safe spot in my very, very messy office. I've let my office get out of hand. So I do need to locate it. And if I don't locate it, it's okay. I can go. I did find my stash. You remember I said I put it in a safe spot. Well, it looks like my safe spot. My husband found a safer spot, and I found that safer spot like 3 weeks ago. And so all I have to do is go into a space that we have that's locked up. I have to move something. It's kind of like a safe room my husband tried to make. It's actually my storage room in my garage, but there's a big piece of furniture in front of the door, so if you come into my garage, you don't know it's there, the door. And so I had to move it. It's easy to move, and then unlock the door, and then I have to get a little step stool and get this box from where he put it. My son found it the other day. And I do have a copy of my social in there, so there's that. And so I'm happy. I would like to take my fresh one, make a copy of it, but if not, I'll just take the other one. But it's funny, I went to go do that important stuff, and now I still can't find it. But I only looked for it for 3 minutes right before I got on. I figured, okay, let me look on the surface first. I feel like it should be in that filing, you know how you have the things that hold folders. I feel like it should be up above me. But when I kind of glanced, I didn't see it. I'll find it. It's not gone. It's right here in a safe spot. I looked in my filing cabinet under Angela Personal. You would think if I did file it, it would be in that folder. It's not. The only thing in that folder is my marriage license. But I'm excited, very excited. I hope you can see how excited I am to start something new. It's going to be a new chapter. Financially, my hair's just went across my nose, and it's like tickling. Um, Financially, it's not a high paying job at all. Like, not at all. But that's 90% of this job is for me to be so like social, right? 10% of this job will be financial because it's only $10 an hour, which is fine. I'm fine with that. It's but with that being said, that is like, I was saying that my electric bill went up $200 for next month. Well, I'll probably be able to make that difference up in these 2 weeks that I'll be working. And so, therefore, when I make my budget, I don't have to worry about that, right? Vacation is coming up in 2 months, and I'm short on my vacation money, like short on paying my part for the house. And I was adamant, my children didn't want me to pay. But if we broke it up by adults, that's 800 and some odd dollars per adult for the house that we've rented. And that's not fair. I should not be a burden on my children. You know, I should not be a burden on my children to expect them to give me a free vacation. That's just not right. So I think I'll be able to make up the difference for that and buy food. I think I'll be able to do that easy peasy, actually, because I've, I have a vacation fund. And I think in my vacation fund, I have $350. So I think I'll take, after I do the $200 for my light bill, I think I'll just start getting that up for my vacation. And then, after I do that, I think I'm going to fully fund all of the rest of the Christmas and holidays, right? Just go ahead and get all these envelopes taken care of. So then when the holidays come around, because November, December is going to be here, then I'll have everybody taken care of, and I don't have to worry about that. And then, of course, I'll keep doing my budget as like I normally do. And I'm going to try to get, my main thing is getting this car insurance and house insurance paid. And I'm working hard on it, so, and it's due in February. And so maybe I can start tackling it to make sure that's good. And then when I start over next year, January 1st, I already know how to play the game with the car insurance and the house taxes and the car taxes. So it's going to be a lot different going forward. I wish I'd started that snowball effect January 1st. And I'm going to do that this January. So that's one thing that I know will change. But I feel good. I feel confident. I feel like this little extra income is going to allow me to be more adventurous. I'll be able to plan little weekend excursions. Not often. I'm still broke. Broke as I don't know what. But I'll get to, not feel so guilty. I'll be able to enjoy things without feeling like, oh gosh, I shouldn't have spent that, because what if I don't have enough money to pay my house taxes or my house insurance? Or what if my light bill goes up even more next month? I'm just excited. I'm so excited. And I think this is going to motivate me. I think when you have a job, it gives you more energy. And I feel like I'll start getting more organized around my house and do things that I've been putting off because I'm not going to be in that rut or that depression stage. I think it's going to pull me out a little bit. I'll probably more than likely start listing on eBay like I should have been and supplement my income that way as well. I just think it's just going to motivate me all around. And then today, hopefully I'll get some news from the attorney that I've been waiting on. We've got to pray that we get the answer that we need. That's so stressful. But hopefully today, new job, maybe everything's going to be kind of new today. I have a friend of mine that follows astrology a good bit, and where today's the ending of the Mercury retrograde. Today's no, it's not. Thursday's the ending. Tomorrow's the ending of the Mercury retrograde. So tomorrow's the day that I need prayer, but this video will come out tomorrow. So if you watch it, pray that all these answers that I've been for a whole year that needs to be, it's about my husband's estate. My husband's been dead for 1 year and 7 months. His mother's been dead for 3 years and 3 months. And her estate's nowhere closer to being settled than it was when she died. And I'm inheriting his portion, which he should have inherited his portion before she died. And then, but they're acting like I'm not, even though there's nothing legally they can do. But there's one little family member that's kind of like acting like, it shouldn't have gone to me. It should have gone to the children, my children. Well, I mean, it is going to go to my children one day. But they don't understand how life works. They're in their 40s. They're greedy little kids. They're doing something bad right now to somebody else that does not deserve it. And it's so sad. I hate to see people be like that. Anyway, I guess I wanted to end today with a prayer. So if y'all don't mind, if you'll pray with me or listen to me pray, because that's what I want to do today. So here we go. Dear God, thank you so much for opening up this door or window that you've opened for me. I'm going to walk through it, and I'm going to try to do everything in my power to accept this blessing and let it bless me the way you intend for it to. Please, God, let me use the right words today when I deal with customers. Please give me the knowledge to learn the computer system fast and not act like an old woman. Please, dear God, let the person that's hiring me today go home thinking that she's happy that she made that decision. Let me be a blessing to her and her business. And let me be a blessing to everyone who walks through the door. Don't let people send me to anger if they're like crazy customers. I don't think so at my age. I think I'm fine, but please give me the patience that I need. Sometimes I have a dry sense of humor and I'm very inappropriate. Sometimes take that away from me today and not let silly stuff come out my mouth that I'll regret later. Everybody doesn't get my sense of humor. And let the young people that work there bond. I want to bond with them. I love young people, and I just think this is going to be a good thing all the way around for me. And I'm excited, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. Please lift everybody up in my family that's nervous for me and nervous for themselves. Change is hard, and we've been through so much, and we've leaned on each other so much, and it's hard when change happens. And just let everybody know in my family that it's going to be fine. We're all going to be good. And thank you for this day. Amen. I hope that, I'm sure if I leave something out, I'll go back and ask him again. I'm just so excited. I'm excited. And I'm not nervous. That's the main thing. But anyway, I'll update you. This video will go out probably Thursday. Today is Wednesday. Hold on, let me see which day it is. Wednesday the 22nd, 2026. And I'll upload and it'll go out tomorrow, 2023. And I want y'all to pray for good answers for tomorrow, okay? Talk to you later. Bye.